When you first joined Red Dwarf, did you know that you were going to be Holly instead of Hilly?
No, I was only meant to be in that one episode, and that they saw me when I was doing stand-up that I'd only been doing for about a year, and then I was on Friday Night Live, and that, I mean, this is all just fate, just amazing. They were looking for a female Holly for that episode, Parallel Universe. Yeah, and so they saw me on that and thought I was like a female Norman Lovett, because I didn't move and I was very deadpan, and they thought, oh, and Paul Jackson, the producer, thought, oh yeah, she looks like a female Norman Lovett in a wig, and so the agent I had at the time was just sent the script, and because I've had loads of agents, the agent I had at the time was just sent the script, and then I was in it, and that was that. You know, I was just going to be in that one episode, and then I think it was about 18 months later even that I was with a different agent, and they got a message asking if I'd auditioned to be Holly, because they weren't sure if Norman was going to be in the next series, so they're covering themselves, I think, because there was still negotiations with Norman, so they were, going down both routes, because you had to be a bit sensible about these things. So this was July, and they were going to film it in August, so it's very last minute, and I went along. I went along. I'd never been to an audition before because I didn't do drama school or anything like that. They gave me this script of backwards, and they said, can you read this? So I read it and I laughed, and they said, yeah, can you read it out loud to us? And I went, oh right. And then I was a bit confused. I said, don't you know what it says then? And they went, right. And then Rob Grant went, yeah, I think we've found our dumb computer. And they were quite famous people, male and female, that were auditioning, because I can read upside down and I could see their names. So, so about a couple of days later, I got a message saying, yes, they wanted me to come in and be Holly in Series 3, and then it carried on Series 4, Series 5, not Series 6, just 3, 4 and 5. So it was just totally all fate and everything, just mad, really. And the stand-up I only did because I was a temp secretary, had this really bad day at the office, and I went to this comedy club that were all quite new at the time, comedy clubs. It was like 87, and I watched them. I was still in a bad mood. I watched the comedians, was still in a bad mood. Then they said if anyone wants to get on, do something, they can. So I had 4 Southern Comforts and lemonade at the interval, and got up and started moaning about the day I'd just had. And then these 2 blokes in Hawaiian shirts went, will you do that at our club? And I said, I don't even know what I said. So I had a fortnight to write something for their club, just 10 minutes. And then someone came up and said, can I take your publicity photos? And I said, I'm not even doing this, I'm a temp. And they said, well, I think you should. And then it just was mad, really. Mad 80s, I suppose. Sorry, is that a long answer?
Are there any other stories that you can tell us about Red Dwarf? Anything funny, memorable?
I've never heard of it. No, nothing happened. And Crichton, Robert Llewellyn, was always apologising, He'd go, God, it came that rain I came in today. Do you that rain outside? He'd go, oh yeah. Go, no, it's nothing to do with you, Robert. The rain is nothing to do with you. Just that middle class guilt for no reason. When I did White Hole, where it looks like it's CGI, it was a blue background with a blue polo neck jumper. I don't know why that made all the difference for some reason. I mean, the makeup girls and the wardrobe girls were always excited if there was anything even slightly different. They go, oh, you got a blue polo neck jumper this week? Go, oh, wow.
Your costume is literally a polo neck jumper?
Yeah. That's all they paid for. I could have, yeah. Could have been a bit ruder than it was, really. I did bring my own skirt.
Did they buy one especially for you, or did you have to
Yeah.
share with Norman the polo neck?
Oh no, they bought them.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, they bought them.
Fresh one for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I haven't got it though. Someone said, "Oh, you should just buy them from Marks and Spencers and pretend that's the one you wore and sell them." But I'm not that evil.
Did you get on well with the boys?
Yeah, they were a fun lot. Yeah, it was good.
Being separate from them, that's filming together.
Yeah, we was filming all together. I mean, most of the time I was sitting watching them, you know, drinking coffee and eating biscuits. So good work, isn't it? Could have gone to work in the civil service after that, probably. Yeah, and I used to meet the guest stars as well, because often they were just sitting around like me. So, like I said, well, they wouldn't do that now. It'd be just, for them, that'd be such a waste of time. If people say, "Oh, would you be in it again?" I just think, well, it wouldn't be the same, because they'd probably have me in for an hour, say all the lines, and go home. You know, just wouldn't. It'd be probably been really miserable, having known it how it was. You know.
I assume that's how it was filmed, actually.
Yeah, no, it wasn't me there all the time, except for location. They had 2 weeks before where they did all their wading through mud and all that. Sadly, I wasn't there to laugh at that.
Anyone else? Yeah.
Oh, that was fine. I don't think Norman regards it as me stepping in, to be honest, but... Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I watched it when I was 7, and my brother brought up a video cassette. He was my first hobby. I had so many laughs at that video.
Oh, no, you're welcome. I mean, I'm so glad that people love the show, because I loved it. And like I say, I had so many agents, because they'd take me on and go, right, the first thing we've got to do actually is get rid of this whole Red Dwarf image. And I go, I don't think so. And they go, no, we can't get you in the casualty or the bill. And I went, I don't want to be in the casualty or bill. And they go, you know, and then I'd get a letter or a text, depending on what technology there was available, a fax, a text, or, you know, or a motorbike courier had come round with all my photos going, yes, I don't think we want to work with you. But I feel I was proved right that Red Dwarf I just knew was going to be the best show I would ever be in. And especially as I didn't want to be an actress anyway, I was happy doing my stand-up. So, yeah, so I sometimes just think, listen to your own head, not what someone else might be telling you what to do. No, I kind of stopped it at COVID, and now it's a different kind of thing altogether. It's like lots of people did it on TikTok, and now they've got 2 million followers. Go and see them in an arena. So yeah, it was kind of felt. I used COVID as an excuse. I was getting a bit fed up doing it, to be honest. Sorry, Rimmer.
It's not uncommon to hear actors talk about how there's maybe one line or something they did that fans always remember, and they get it shouted at them in the street. Is there anything that you get when you're in supermarkets or?
Oh, no, it's just people say, "Are you Holly?" Or you know, no, I mean it's not there. Actually, what was funny in the West End in London, there was this girl crossing the road, and she had a T-shirt on that said "Smeghead." So as she walked past, I went, "Smeghead," thinking she'd turn round, and I go, "Hello," and we go, "Oh my God, it's you!" And then she just like went off in a huff. So she never looked at me, didn't know it was me. So, oh dear, should I run up the road after her and go, "No, I shouted that because you got that T-shirt on," and I was like, hello. But I thought, I think I must have had heels on and couldn't be bothered. I'm trying to think. I mean, it has helped at times. I mean, because I used to, when series 3 we filmed in Manchester, and that was a lot of fun because we was away, and the boys went to the hacienda and stuff like that. And but then after that, we filmed at Shepperton, which was just a commute from London. So Craig lived near me, so I used to give him a lift in my old 1969 Wolsey every day, which was 20 years old at that point, you know. And oh yeah, that's it. I was giving her a lift back. I had a cold and I'd been eating a lot of cough sweets and stuff, and suddenly driving back on this bit of a dual carriageway thing, the police things coming along, the blue lights are going, and I thought, oh, what's the matter? And then they pulled me over, and they sat in the car because they checked all the stuff, and there was a young policeman and an older one, and the young one gets out, and he goes, Holly, isn't it? Because he'd looked my name up, and then he goes, and he looks in, he goes, who else you got? He goes, Lister. And he goes, oh. He goes, so then the older one, who'd never seen Red Dwarf, going, what's going on here? She was doing 60 at a 40-mile-an-hour limit and going to have to breathalyse her. So the breathalyzer was different to what I thought. I thought it was still a plastic bag, but it was some little like radio thing, and it's going, would you blow into this? I said, is that a breathalyzer? He went, yes, it is. I went, it looks like your radio. He goes, no, why would I ask you to blow into my radio? And I said, well, it doesn't look like a breathalyzer. And he's going, well, it is. And he's thinking by this point I'm completely pissed out of my head. So so I blew into this thing, and I said, I've only been eating cough sweets all day, if that's what you can smell. So it was, everything was all right because I hadn't done anything. So he went back to the car. Meanwhile, the younger one, who was a Red Dwarf fan, just thumped the top of the car and went, well, if you can drive this old banger, you can drive Red Dwarf. I think I can let you go. So, so I got away with the 20 miles over the limit. So it was quite useful. No. Just a comedy fan, really. I tend to avoid all the sci-fi things, apart from Red Dwarf. Blade Runner, I liked Blade Runner. What was that other one? I'll think of it in a minute. They had them sharing a desk and it went through the wall. Oh, that was a good film. No, Blade Runner, but mainly Red Dwarf, to be honest. I should lie, but mainly Red Dwarf. I'm so glad when I come to these that Red Dwarf was a comedy, I really am. Because the rest I got no idea. Hello.
How would Holly respond? I know you said that you like him. How would Holly respond to getting going through the test? Do you think she just sat on the test and he
Oh, sorry, what was the second bit? Yeah.
Speaking of Blade Runner, how do you think Holly would react to avoid test? I know the whole thing is sitting there, I can just imagine her being sarcastic to the test of the entire time.
Oh, yeah. Sarcasm, definitely, is Holly's big point. Yeah, sarcasm and not understanding anything. Actually, I was telling someone the other day, and I thought I shouldn't tell people things like this. I was telling them when I went to, I was past a teenager anyway. I went to someone's house, his boyfriend, and his parents were posher than my lot. And the mother and father said, "Oh, take Hattie out into the garden and show her the gazebo." And so he takes me out to the garden, and I'm like looking like this. And then we came back in, and she said, "Oh, did you like the gazebo?" I said, "There weren't any there. There was just this shed." And they didn't. And I thought they were talking about gazelle. I'd never heard of a bloody gazebo. And they were a bit insulted that I'd called their gazebo a shed as well, so it didn't go well. And there's so many things like that I'm just very Holly, sadly. No, I wasn't ever asked to appear after I stopped appearing in it, no. It was a bit of a. I don't really know why. Yeah, I think, to be fair to the writers, I think at that time, and as it would be now, it was harder to write for me than it was for Norman, because they could, I mean, when I first got the script, it still called me a senile, bald old git, and I said, well, I don't mind being insulted, but, you know, can make it a bit more accurate. Probably being gobby as well didn't help, but still, and yeah, so they at that time they didn't want to, even though I am from Essex, they didn't want to do it as a dumb Essex girl, and so it was more difficult for them. Yeah, so I think the writing for Holly got a bit less and less, because it was like, oh God, you know, what do we insult her with this time? So I can sympathise with that in a sense. And then for series 6, they just had Gordon's alive apparently. I don't know if anyone, in case any of you were worried. Yeah, so they got rid of the ship and all that. Yeah, they just went literally in a different direction. It was a bit good news, bad news. I got a call going, oh, there's going to be series 6, and then I got asked in to have a chat, which I thought they were doing something other than getting rid of me. They said, sorry, we're going in a different thing, and we're not having Holly for the whole series. And then now and again, when it got to another series, they would say, can you hold these dates? And then those dates would go past. So, yeah, I wouldn't like to have just gone back for one episode. I liked being in the concentration of those 3 with the one. Yeah, so Norman enjoys going back. I think at one point we'd done exactly the same number of episodes, but I'm not sure now. Me and him did a stand-up tour together, so we don't hate each other's guts or anything. But he was obviously disappointed when he wasn't in series 3. But it was kind of that he got married, moved to Edinburgh, and we rehearsed in London and filmed in Manchester. So it was kind of a love thing in a way. He didn't want to leave his newly married wife to be away for 6 days a week.
Anyone for a final question?
Oh yeah, that's right.
A lot of YouTube critics, amateurs, have said that Holly's fell off a bit more in series 3 because Brighton was there to be expositional and do the side stuff.
Yeah, I think that's true, really. Yeah, I think there was I kind of some episodes I feel I didn't have didn't have a funny line. I try and make an unfunny line funny by make it an innuendo or something, or something. Crichton did take a lot of the explanation. I think. Yeah, sometimes Robert had to have stuff written because his lines and everything was so complicated. And they might sometimes, because the writers were there all the time, sometimes it would change just before filming or something, so he had a difficult job, and talking through a load of rubber. But apart from that, he had a really easy job. And walking. Apart from that, and keeping up the accent. Apart from that, he had a really easy job. And apologising for the rain.
Right, I think that's us just about done. Thank you, Hattie,
madam.
for subbing for Colin once again. Our next talk is at 12:30 with Femi, so I'll see you again then. Thanks for...
Thank you.